G'day guys, Ben again from Coastline RV, and welcome back to another episode of Tech Talk. Today's episode will be all about toilets, toilet additives, maintenance and service. So let's get into it, guys. We've got a demo of a portable toilet here, Dometic Sanipotty. Now there are obviously other brands available, but we sell the Sanipotty. Most of your portable toilets, guys, consist of an upper tank, which normally would be a water reservoir. In this case, these guys, instead of having a bellows to flush, have got a manual vacuum pump and then a push button flush on the front here. Okay, so in the top tank, depending on what we're using, if you're going to use a liquid chemical or a sachet, you can use the pink rinse in the top here, and it's a bit like a smelly additive to keep the top tank and the top reservoir smelling nice. Most of them, as I said, 2 tanks, so we would split the toilet somehow, whether it be a slide or a lift. So that's the top water tank done. And we go into our bottom waste tank reservoir. Okay, so there'll be a cap on the spout here. In the case of the Sanipotty, there's a little valve there which we turn to open and close, and that's basically allowing air to come in when you're going to empty the toilet. So you're basically emptying into a sewered system most of the time. If you're using an environmentally friendly product, it's fairly frowned upon, but you can then dig a hole, especially if you're using your Additives or something like that, because it is 100% safe for septic and biodegradable systems. Let's get into the chemical side of things. So if we're going to use a chemical, guys, your measuring cap always in through the spout and down into the tank itself. We've either got greens, blues, and there are some other different coloured chemicals out in the market. These are genuine Aquachem. Green generally signifies it's their environmentally friendly version. Blue being their premium, and they've now got a blue with lavender, so it's just a different scent. All that product does is break the waste down in the bottom of the toilet, okay, and deodorize. And then every so often, periodically, they have a product called cassette tank cleaner, and this is to decalcify and descale the inside of the tank. So about every 3rd tank, we generally recommend that you put a dose of that in. Forgetting the chemical side of things and sachets are just a dried form of chemical that you can throw in for convenience, and that can be thrown in through the top because you're not going to affect your rubber blade seal. We move on to products like Biggera, available in these. I've done videos on the Facebook page about this, but Biggera will replace all of those items just mentioned. So it's in a disc form, half a disc per cassette tank or bottom tank in your porta potties or portable toilets. And that will break everything down to liquid form, deodorize, disinfect, decalcify and descale. Now with the Biggera, we can actually put a 1/4 disc in the top flush tank. So you just break it in 1/4 and drop it in the top. What that does is basically it's disinfecting your top flush bowl for you, okay, and it will keep that decalcification from building up on the inside of the tank. So portable toilet's pretty well covered there, and then we move into our most common of all, which is our cassette toilets. So I happen to have one of these in the workshop at the moment because we're retrofitting an updated model for a client today. So cassette toilets, they're either going to be plumbed into your water tanks themselves, or in this case they're going to have a manual fill system, so a spout at the side in the manuals. So we just take the cap off there, we're popping our water in there for the reservoir to flush, and this is your sight gauge on the side here, so that will basically give you an idea of how the water tank side of things is going. In this case it's 12 volts, so it's a push button flush. There is a 12 volt little pump in there, and basically then your water is coming out the top tank. Same again in this case with these toilets. You can put the pink rinse in the top tank here, or you can crush your Biggera and put it in there as well. Basically these ones here have got a little lever that will open the slide valve that allows the waste to drop in to your bottom cassette. Then they have a large cassette stored underneath here. So the cassette, you would normally see a door to the outside, okay, and you would open that lockable door and slide your cassette out. So that one there. Cassette, this is quite a long one, so C4. So your cassette here. Once again, same sort of thing, guys. There's a measuring cap built into the top of these for your liquid chemical, okay? So you're pouring your liquid chemical into here, standing the tank, and then pouring the chemical in through the top spout. The reason they do that is because they don't want any of that chemical coming into contact with your main rubber blade seal, okay? It will deteriorate the rubber blade seal a lot quicker if you're pouring it in through the top half of the toilet here. Same again, guys, so 80 to 120 mils of liquid chemical per tank, depending on how hot it is, and then periodically your cassette tank cleaner, and as I said, you can put the purple rinse in the top. If you're not wanting the hassle of all those products, you can then switch back to the Additives, and it's exactly the same as the portable toilets, half a disc per cassette tank, half a cup of water. That will break everything down again, like was mentioned earlier in the video. Bit of maintenance on both of these. Both of them have got rubber seals in them. Okay, so both of them are very similar. They'll have a spout and your main blade seal. If you just come in here, Joe, and have a look at the seals, you can actually pull these out. So this little lever here will allow me to open the blade mechanism. We should periodically be coating this in either olive oil or silicone spray or silicone grease, guys. We don't want to see anything like WD-40 or that type of product because it is petroleum based and will eat the rubber. And same as your seal here. So we can turn that all the way around, give it a wiggle, it will pop out. And as you can see, there's a rubber seal here on your spout to either pour the chemical or empty the waste product from. Once again, silicone spray, olive oil will prolong the life of those seals. Okay. But that's about it, guys, for maintenance and your toilet products. Once again, if you've got any suggestions on videos you'd like to see, send us through that, and best place would be sales@coastlinerv.com.au. Let us know what you want to hear, but continue to subscribe, smash that like button, and we'll catch you on the next video. Thanks, bye for now.